Shalom, guys.
Shalom.
Yes, welcome to the channel, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I know you guys see the view. This is our yard, our front backyard. So welcome. I know it's a different view, and I'm saying that because we have to know. You got to look at things differently. You got to look at things in a different
That's true.
way now, in a different view, because these times that we're in is getting crazy. I'm telling you, it's getting crazy. But with that being said, guys, make sure you like the video, comment below, and let us know your thoughts as we talk, because we're going to talk about some stuff. And subscribe to the channel.
So there's word going on in the YouTube streets, the TikTok streets, that they're planning another lockdown.
Yeah.
And if y'all remember 2019, because technically it started in December 2019, we would see those headlines about China, right?
Yeah.
And so everybody, in America back then, 2019, December 2019, we were all sitting there on our phones looking at the Chinese Wuhan and all that stuff.
Yeah, people falling out and what
Oh
was
yeah,
it? They're just falling out randomly and waking up. I don't remember. But they try to get you to
fear.
Yeah, to fear.
It was almost like a
yeah.
C19 marketing campaign.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
They do some good marketing, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they did. They prepped y'all. Look, let me break it down for you. Because what they did like pre-marketing into the fear campaign. So December 2019, you're sitting there on your phone, you're looking at the TV, CNN, whatever, and they're like, "Oh, the Wuhan, it's the craziest virus and all this stuff." Right? So you're like, "Okay, China's across the world, so we're probably good in America, right?"
Yeah.
Then a few months, like 4 months down the line in March,
yep.
You hit lockdown season.
March, yep.
You're at lockdown season.
Slowly started wearing masks. And just like we was just talking about the marketing, this time they're not doing no marketing, right?
Yeah, they don't care
They're
no more.
sneaking up on you and telling you gotta wear a mask in a couple weeks.
And some places have already started though.
Yeah. In a couple weeks, and then the next phase is what? What's the next? I'm not sure. I haven't seen a lot on it, but I just seen a little bit because they're not really sharing what's about to happen.
And everything's super censored more than 2020 was.
So after the mask, it was lockdown, right? It was vaccines. It was just everything that most people don't agree with. I know a lot of people that got the vaccine, they didn't agree with, but that fear got into them and said, "Hey, man, we're gonna have to get this vaccine to survive because we can't."
Which isn't true.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this right now, this should tell you a few things. One, you need to prepare. What are you preparing for? You need to prepare, one, to leave America. Let's start there. Number two, you need to prepare by establishing your expertise, right? Because if you don't have to rely on your job, then I don't need a vaccine because I'm not relying on you. So you need to find ways to become self-sufficient ASAP, like cut Netflix off, cut all your subscriptions off, whatever irrelevant stuff you're paying for, and focus, because this is the time to really hone in and focus for your survival. Because as we've seen, people have literally been deleted from taking this prick in their arm.
Yeah.
Like it's not a joke and it's not a game. And for us to expect that this time is going to be any different, it'll be worse.
It's going to be
because
worse.
Now they already know how you're going to act.
Yeah.
And so you have to be smart and you have to be fearless enough to say, you know what, I have to leave. I have to do something to get out of this simulation, because it is a simulation. Because when you come over here to East Africa or Africa in general or anywhere other than the Western world, you're like, they had us messed up. It's a whole simulation.
Really, like when you're outside of that system, which I don't want to say like we're totally outside the system, because government
physically though,
like physically outside, it looks crazy. It looks like insane. Like I don't get how people is not understanding what's going on and they don't see, but they still live in their everyday life like everything's normal, and they're still buying everything that they're used to buying. So, and it's like people really have to understand and prepare. Like it's getting down to that point where if you don't know, you don't know, and you're not going to know because you don't want to know.
And if you're lukewarm with this, you may not be getting out
Telling
because
you,
it's that serious.
like really, our advice. We always say it. This is what we talk about on this channel. To move to Africa.
Yeah,
Africa, the clouds is
yeah.
literally clouds here. Like it's beautiful here.
Got
The
mangoes
air,
on the tree,
yeah, mangoes,
bananas,
bananas,
lemongrass.
lemongrass, what,
We're not
coconuts,
even on farmland.
yeah,
This is just
just
a simple
everywhere.
suburban area.
And then like you meet people. Like I met an older gentleman at the store one time, and I keep seeing him at the same store. And he said, "Hey, I told him about my family and everything. He's an older gentleman. I always like to talk to the older generation, because
Hmm.
and plus he knew English too, so it was like easy to conversate with him. But he was like, "Hey, when are you gonna come to my house? I have oranges for you. You can come to my house and
Aw.
pick oranges. I have mangoes is growing. If you need mangoes, come pick the mangoes." I said, "Oh, okay. Next time I have a bag, I'll come and do that." And they really like point the finger at, like, "Hey, come do this. I told you come do it.
Hmm.
Come do it." So you start to feel bad, like, "Dang, I keep saying I'm gonna do it, but I don't." It's really like people like that that's very friendly.
And caring.
Like,
Like they actually care about you here.
yeah, because he know I have 5 children, so he's like, come get what you need. And it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't care if you come get the whole tree. It's okay. It's gonna grow back. So I'm telling you, people
People are
here are
really friendly
very,
like that.
very friendly. Yes.
Look at Gigi.
Here we go.
You're
Yeah.
still awake, Gigi?
Hi, mama.
Before we close out this video, you guys should also be aware, because we know a lot of people watch the channel and you guys don't pay attention to African news. Ethiopia and Egypt just signed up to join BRICS, and they're saying, according to these articles and reports they've been putting out, that $1 will be worth 55 of the BRICS currency. And so we're coming in. Did I say that
No, no,
correctly?
you said it backwards.
I said it backwards. 55 US dollars.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
55 US dollars.
55 US dollars will be worth $1 of the BRICS currency. Now, y'all patriotic Westerners, y'all come in the comments and y'all are like, "Oh, the US dollar is never gonna collapse, la 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 la."
It's on the
But
way. Very
the
fast.
facts are, when you have a currency that's backed by gold and oil, and you have people on the side of the world where all of the resources is. See, white people want, Europeans want
Why
you
you
to
getting
think.
quiet?
They,
Man.
because I got to talk to them directly. They want you to think that just because they have something, it's worth more than every other nation, and that's not fact. And so the world understands this. The world is tired of it. Obviously, you can see what's going on in West Africa. I like to call it the West African Revolution. Even South Africa, people just aren't having it anymore. And so when all of this is happening across the globe, you can only expect that the US dollar will plummet, but before it plummets, it's going to increase a bit. And so your best route
Mm-hmm.
of option is to gather your coins, stop paying your Netflix bills, stop paying your irrelevant bills, and leave. Invest in Africa, invest in your legacy. It's not even investing just in Africa, it's investing in your legacy
Yeah,
and your
your
community.
survival. Shoot. Yeah. Telling you guys.
Even if you don't have children, you have cousins, you have other people in your family that may come here if you would take the first step. But if you never take that first step, they may not come. People's eyes may not be open to the reality of what Africa, the motherland, the Garden of Eden is really like. And so for us to think that we should just stay in America when we see all these lockdowns and all this stuff coming again,
Mm-hmm.
like we've seen this before. And the time when we left was right when it was taking place.
Yeah.
And so
When they
you are now in the position that we were in. And so this is your sign, right? Because we didn't have all these YouTube channels that they have out now about Africa. This is your sign to invest in your legacy, invest in
really,
your own survival.
and it's not like you what we provide is to really help you. The information that we give you guys, it's it's to help the next generation.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Like I say, she want to talk to you guys,
In Swahili.
but she can't right now. So I'm telling you guys,
Oh,
man, we gotta really get down to to knowing that we gotta set up our the next generation
we have to
for the
care
better.
enough.
Yeah,
We really have to care enough about our own children's
yeah,
children, our own little cousins, our own nieces.
yeah.
to where we say, okay, let me
Stop.
set something up for them that's not based in captivity, right? Let me at least go visit East Africa, West Africa, South Africa, North Africa, wherever you want to visit. Let me at least go visit to see if there's anything worth salvaging. And
Really?
most people, when they visit, they're like, I should have just
Oh
came and stayed.
man, we saw this other video, right? Remember that dude was talking about what's going on and how they gonna probably lock all the US down?
Hmm.
Yeah. Man, y'all gotta start paying
TikTok.
attention to what's going on. They might do that. That sounds very like real. That sounds like that's really might happen. I'm not sure until it happens, but I'm just trying to warn you guys. Hey, they might just lock you in the U.S. and just leave the people that can help you, or the
Yeah,
government.
because he was
Yo,
saying that the reason the Maui fires happened is because all the elites, the presidents, the cabinets, the whoever they are going to go to Hawaii, Maui, and live there. Because
escape.
obviously,
Yeah.
when World War III kicks off, because if you didn't notice, if you look through history, y'all gotta study history.
See, stop.
Every world war, and every war in general
Get up.
is about the collapse of one
Okay,
kingdom
stop.
and the promotion of another. And so, in this global world war that's already started, it's just had you don't see nukes and stuff. But the war they're fighting in Ukraine already started. The war that's going on in Sudan already started. The war they're about to fight in Niger and that tensions coming, it's already started. It's all about the same stuff. One kingdom is collapsing and another is rising.
Yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, where do I want to be in all this? Is my fear worth staying here? Like, what's the best case scenario for me in America? What's the best case scenario for me in the motherland?
Yeah.
These are questions you need to ask yourself.
Like really. You got a war. I'm sorry, our dogs are funny.
They're beating each other up.
um, but yeah, you gotta war in the spirit first. You gotta know what's really going on to
It's true.
know what's coming.
Yeah, that's true. Ask the
That's the
Most
first
High.
war that you need to focus on. And we're not talking about like we're perfect or anything. Cause I know I'm definitely not perfect. And it's an everyday battle about war for yourself, for that spirit and flesh. So make sure you war with yourself first.
Yep, yep. Stay focused. Turn your TV off. Stop watching Netflix. Stop watching the news. Get focused.
Stop listening to the music that's destroying your mind.
That too.
That's another video. So yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Say bye. Say mambo.
She's like, who am I saying bye to? There's no people.
Okay. But yeah, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Um, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you listen. That's I
Yeah,
don't know. Listen. Make sure you put your
focus.
works with your faith. We're gonna keep saying it. Put your works with your faith.
Yeah,
Because it's time to get serious and get out that matrix and get out that simulation because it's time.
yep.
So guys, check the links in the description and we will talk to you in the next video. Shalom.
Shalom.
Say bye.